Hello, dear students. My name is Vikram Nalode. I am from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. I am working at Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Yatra, Ichakanji. In today's lecture of Automobile Engineering, we will focus on fluid coupling and torque converter, that is the part of unit number 3, transmission system. In today's lecture, we'll discuss what is fluid coupling. Generally, fluid coupling converts power from drive shaft into velocity, energy of oil, and uses this energy to transmit the power to the driven shaft. It may be considered to be a combination of a pump and a turbine efficiently housed in a casing. So here a fluid coupling or hydraulic coupling is a hydrodynamic or hydrokinetic device used to transmit rotating mechanical power. Generally, it has been used in automobile transmissions as an alternative to a mechanical clutch. It also has widespread application in marine and industrial machines drive, where variable speed operation and controlled startup without shock loading of the power transmission system is essential. So let's discuss about the functions of the torque converter. So here various parts are mentioned, that is flywheel, turbine, stator, pump, transmission input shaft, and torque converter housing. Generally, a vehicle's torque converter is the same as the clutch of the vehicle with a manual transmission. However, unlike a manual transmission vehicle, it uses fluid to transmit power to the transmitting, preventing your engine from stalling and allowing the transmission to the change. Generally, its functions are to transfer torque from engine to transmission input shaft. It drives the front pump of the transmission and to multiply the engine torque. Generally, the main functions we discussed, I will tell in a elaborated manner. It transfers the power from the engine to the transmission input shaft. Then the next function, it drives the front pump of the transmission. Then it's another function, it isolates the engine from load when the vehicle is stationary. It multiplies the torque of the engine and transmits it to the transmission. It almost doubles the output power. So, principles of the operations, generally, torque converter is a fluid coupling, no direct mechanical link is here. So here it's various components are mentioned, that pump, impeller, stator, one-way clutch, converter hub, damper, turbine, lockup clutch, button, turbine runner hub, thrust bearing, and converter lug. All these points are mentioned, all these components are mentioned in this picture. The torque converter has three main parts. Let's discuss about its anatomy of torque converter. So it's impeller or pump. So here this is the impeller section. Generally, impeller is connected to the housing, and housing connected to the engine shaft. It has curved and angled vanes. It rotates with the engine speed and consists of automatic transmission fluid. When it rotates with the engine, the centrifugal force makes the fluid move outward. The blades of the impeller are designed in such a way that it directs the fluid towards the turbine blades. It acts as a centrifugal pump which sucks the fluid from the automatic transmission and delivers it to the turbine. Then next component we will discuss here, that is the this one. Here we will discuss about the stator. Stator with one-way roller spat. So stator is located in between impeller and turbine. The main function of stator is to give direction to the returning fluid from turbine so that fluid enters the impeller in the direction of its rotation. As the fluid enters in the direction of the impeller, it multiplies the torque. So stator helps in torque multiplication by changing the direction of the fluid and allows it to enter in the direction of impeller rotation. The stator changes the direction of fluid almost up to 90 degrees. The stator is mounted with one-way clutch that allows rotating it in one direction and preventing its rotation in other direction. The turbine is connected to the transmission system of the vehicle and the stator is placed in between the impeller and turbine. Now, next part which is connected with the stator is the turbine. The turbine is connected to the input shaft of automatic transmission. It is present on the engine side. It also consists of curved and angled blades. The blades of the turbine are designed in such a way that it can change the direction of the fluid completely that strikes on its blades. It is the change in the direction of fluid that forces the blades to move in the direction of impeller. As the turbine rotates, the input shaft of the transmission also rotates and made the vehicle to move. The turbine is also having a lockup clutch at its back. The lockup clutch comes into play when the torque converter achieves coupling point. The lockup eliminates the losses and improve the efficiency of the converter. So next here is the clutch assembly and the front cover. This is the front cover mated to the flywheel. So let's discuss about next portion of the presentation. We'll discuss the working of a torque converter. So I'll show one video where entire working of a torque converter is represented. Along with that, I will explain the entire working of the torque converter. So you observe this video in which everything is mentioned. For understanding the working principle of the torque converter, let's take two fans. One fan is connected to the power source and other is not connected with the power source. When the first fan connected to the power source starts moving, the air from it flows to the second fan, which is stationary. The air from the first fan strikes on the blades of the second fan and it also starts rotating almost at the same speed to the first one when the second fan is stopped. It does not stop the first one. The first fan keeps rotating. On the same principle, the torque converter works, and that impeller or pump acts as the force fan which is connected to the engine, and turbine act as the second fan which is connected to the transmission system. When the engine runs, it rotates the impeller and due to the centrifugal force, the oil inside the torque converter assembly directed towards the turbine. As it hits the turbine blades, the turbine starts rotating. This makes the transmission system rotate and the wheels of the vehicle move. When the engine stops, The turbine also stops rotating, but the impeller connected to the engine keeps moving, and this prevents the killing of the engine. So during this video I will explain that it has three stages of operation. One is stall. So during stall or stop condition of the vehicle, the engine is applying power to the impeller, but the turbine cannot rotate. This happens when the vehicle is stationary and driver has kept his foot on the brake pedal to prevent it from moving. During this condition, maximum multiplication of torque takes place as the driver removes its foot from the brake pedal and presses the acceleration pedal. The impeller starts moving faster, and this sets the turbine to move. At this situation, there is a larger difference between pump and turbine speed. The impeller speed is much greater than the turbine speed. Our next stage is acceleration. During the acceleration, the turbine speed keeps on increasing, but still there is a large difference between the impeller and turbine speed. As the speed of the turbine increases, the torque multiplication reduces. During acceleration of the vehicle, the torque multiplication is less than that is achieved during a stall condition. Now, next stage is the coupling. It is a situation when the turbine achieves approximately 90% speed of the impeller, and this point is called the coupling point. The torque multiplication ceases and it becomes the zero, and the torque converter behaves like a simple fluid coupling. At the coupling point, the lock-up clutch comes into play and locks the turbine to the impeller of the converter. This puts the turbine and impeller to move at same speed. The lock-up clutch engages only when the coupling point is achieved. During coupling, the stator also starts to rotate in the direction of the impeller and turbine rotation. We have to note some things like the maximum torque multiplication takes place during stalling condition, and the stator remains stationary before coupling point and helps in the torque multiplication. As the coupling attains, the stator stop torque multiplication and starts rotating with the impeller and turbine, and the lock-up clutch engages when the coupling point is achieved and removes the power losses, resulting in increased efficiency. There are types of torque converters: single stage torque converters, three stage torque converters. So it is showing the working of torque converter. Distortion, detachment of the parts. It shows when RPM is very less. How these are installed. Welding takes place. Now we have discussed torque converter for automatic transmission. As we know, torque converter is a type of fluid coupling which is used to transfer rotating power from engine of a vehicle to the transmission. It takes place of a mechanical clutch in an automatic transmission. We discussed the main function of it is to allow the load to be isolated from the main power source, and it sits in between the engine and transmission. It has the same function as clutch in manual transmission. As the clutch separates the engine from the load when it stops, in the same way, it also isolates the engine from the load and keeps engine running when a vehicle stops. So let's discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of torque converter. So as it is mentioned here, it produces the maximum torque as compared with the vehicle equipped with the clutch. It removes the clutch pedal. It makes the job of the driving a vehicle easier. Here its disadvantages are its fuel efficiency is low as compared with vehicle with manual transmission. Now let's discuss about the application of the torque converter. The torque converter is used in the vehicle that is equipped with the automatic transmission. It is also used in industrial power transmission like conveyor drives, winches, drilling rigs, almost all modern forklifts, construction equipments, and railway locomotives. It is used in marine propulsion system. So thank you for watching the lecture on the fluid coupling and torque converter. In next lecture, we will discuss different parts of the unit number 3, that is transmission system. Thank you so much.